I've got to admit, this is the first time I've actually been quite apprehensive on visiting the country. It's had a history of famine, civil war, mass genocide. Hardly any tourists or travellers come here. But the last few years, people are saying, no, it's cool. People are friendly, safe as houses. So anyway, here I am, Cambodia. Lying at the heart of Southeast Asia, Cambodia is bordered by Thailand, Laos and Vietnam. Starting at Phnom Dae, Cambodia's earliest temple ruin, I travelled to Sihanoukville and the islands of the south coast. Then it's inland to Kompong Spiu and the capital, Phnom Penh, before flying east to Sen Monaron and the mountains of Mondulkiri. I'll end my journey with a trip north to the legendary temples of Angkor. The brilliant thing about Cambodia is that you're never going to have any aggro getting around the country, because everyone will come up to you and offer you like a lift, whether it's on a bike, a car or on a boat. The only thing that you got to sort out is the price before you get on, or that's it, you know. Nonda. How many boats? I think I'm going to get his boat. I'm going to get his one. How much? When I said negotiate the price first, sometimes you just don't get the opportunity, you know? Things happen so fast. I'm paying $5 for an hour's trip through mango swamps to the oldest temple in the land. Hello, hello, I love you so! Hello! Nanda! There it is, that's where I'm heading, on top of that hill. That's the temple, that's called Phnom Dae. What? Phnom Dae. Yeah, that's what it's called. And in the 6th century, this was the capital of the Chenla dynasty, which was the start of the country of Cambodia. What are we going to do here? 14 centuries later, Phnom Dae was almost destroyed. In 1975, a rebel army called the Khmer Rouge, led by Pol Pot, took power and introduced a brutal communist regime. Most of the population of Cambodia are Buddhists, and when the Khmer Rouge took over, one of the things they did was completely outlaw religion. They started killing off the monks. At the beginning there were about 60,000, and after their reign there was only a few hundred left. And they used the temples as like detention centres, that are like prisons. You can see this one, still got the burn marks on the side. I think I better get out of it now. Once again, Buddhism is the state religion. All young men spent at least 1 month in the monastery. Asleep? Yeah. 60 monks live at Phnom Dae, which they share with nuns who offered me a bed for the night. Is that where we're staying, in there? Wow. I have to take your shoes off? Shoes? Oh, yeah. Okay. Thank you. That's it. I'll just go in on my own. The next day is a day of worship called Buddhist Day. Buddhist Day is celebrated every 10 days and all offerings are welcome. There goes the rice there. Wow. What's happening here is that the villagers that live near the temple are going to give an offering to the monks. Because what they believe is if they give food to the monks, it actually goes to their dead relatives. This is it, this is what happens as the monks come down to take the food off the villagers. I've got instant noodles in it, it's chicken flavour. There. Monks only eat between sun up and noon. For the rest of the day, they'll only drink water. Can I have some of this? What is it? Because the monks are eating, yeah? Because they're going to eat all the food, so we've got to have a little snack first, otherwise we're going to get hungry watching them eat, aren't we? That smells like bubble gum. I'm so cheap. Buying my own friends. I'll have the first one. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. Well, at last we've been given the green light to go ahead and eat because you're not allowed to eat until the top monks eat, but they've started, so I'm with the nuns and we're having a good month. This is Kulika and she's going to tell me what's going on, hopefully.
Buddhist day, people, I mean, the villagers come out because it's when they can pass the they can pass the message to their relatives that they still remember those people and that those people still in their heart.
How hard has it been for monks? Because after a lot of them were killed after the Khmer Rouge.
Yes. In Cambodian people's heart, religious is very important.
Yeah.
So as soon as we finish the war, you know, they get it out, they explode it out, and go back to pagoda, started to pray. Yeah. So we are very strong.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I'm not going to get into monkness, but are you going to shave your head and become a nun, do you think, one day?
Yeah. At the old age, like when I become 75.
Yeah, really?
Then I should like to become a nun.
If you do it, I'll do it at 75 as well. Okay?
Then you have to do it before me, I think.
No, I'll do it at 75. Well, you're saying I'm not going to last that long?
No.
No, you said it. No. With a belly full of rice, it was time to hit the road. Look, I've got to get on this, it's mad. Hello? Any room in there? Moving south, I'm on my way to Kampot, at the foot of the Elephant Mountains. From there, I'll explore the colonial hill station of Bacoor. Only 12 hours to go. Should be all right. Hope it doesn't rain. We're picking up more people, yeah? Someone's got to say that there really is not much room left, you know? Quick! Whoa. The way this works is if you sit at the front, it costs a little bit more because you're in with a driver, but on the top here and down there, the top and down there is the same price. It's a good journey, yeah, good journey. 2 more hours though. The journey takes me between the Elephant Mountains and the coast for 6 hours until I arrive in Kampot, a colonial town on the banks of the River Prektom. There I find a hotel room with a view. Well, this is it. Unbelievable. This is just $10 a night. And you've got like decent bed, you've got your own TV, it's got satellite, you've got a bathroom, you've got a shower, toilet, perfect. But the best thing about it, here, look at this. Out your bedroom window, looking down there, you got free kickboxing all night. And I mean all night. Hey! You! In the red short! Oh! No, you have to come down there! Hello. An Italian living here called David Cattaneo will arrange trips up the mountain, which has only become safe in the last 2 years. The Elephant Mountain.
Yeah.
Why was it dangerous before?
Because it's a Khmer Rouge. It's the main Khmer Rouge area here.
This area was?
Yes.
In the 1860s, Cambodia was colonised by the French and they built Bacoor Hill Station. With independence in the 1950s, the Cambodian elite made it their own glamorous retreat. That's a serious building, isn't it? What date was this built?
1912.
1912?
French.
Why was it built up here?
To get rest and fresh air, because to get away from the heat.
Right, so put it on the top of the hill.
Yes. And after 45, we changed into a gambling house, a casino.
A casino?
Yes.
Wow.
So here we are on the balcony.
Yeah.
You see, you can still see the name, Bacoor Palace. It was a very first-class hotel, you know?
Yeah.
This was a dancing hall during the French time. So you can imagine the band playing jazz here, yes.
Yeah, like if you're really quiet, you can hear just a few notes. That's it, oh no, it's gone now, yeah. Well, now I'm up here, I can see why the French built such a beautiful building right on the top of the cliff, and the views out there. The trouble is, in wartime, this was the building that everyone wanted to control, because once you had this, then you had control of the coastline and the whole area around. Wow, that's the view worth waiting for. Right.
Yeah, sun is going down. I have to go, you know.
Right. Well, is there anywhere for me to stay there?
Well, there is a ranger house down there. I can drop you there.
Yeah. Until 1998, it was too dangerous to visit Bacoor. Now, for $5, you can treat yourself to a night with the park rangers. I can't sleep. I can't sleep. Hurry up. Apparently the train is really slow, 5 miles an hour. Uncomfortable, but hey, at least it's really cheap. I'm on my way to the seaside resort of Sihanoukville, where I'll explore Koh Rong Island. I then head inland towards the capital, stopping at Kong Pong Spew. Back in 1994, 3 travellers and 13 Cambodians were killed when the Khmer Rouge raided a train like this. Oh. Then the government made it illegal for foreigners to travel on trains. Now that ban's been lifted, but it's worth checking with other travellers and people at the station what the security is like. Been dying to do this ever since I was a kid. It's like James Bond film. But don't try it, you know, if you come on the train, because it's childish, immature, it's not big, and it's not clever. Way!
It's taken a full day because
it takes a full day. What is there to do on the trains? Can you get food and?
Yes, you can get food on the train.
Yeah.
You can't go to a toilet in the train.
Yeah. And that's the activity, yeah? So they got lots to do. You can get something to eat on the train and you can go to the toilet as well. I've got a feeling I know why it takes so long now. It's because we sort of stop at every station every 5 minutes and then we stop for 10 minutes at the station, so what's that? What's that in? With a top speed of 10 miles an hour, the train is painfully slow. You'll be on it all day, so sleep wherever you can. Ah! 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 Oh, I must admit, I'm glad to get off that thing. Well, this is it. I don't know what to expect, but it's my big night out in Cambodia. Bit dodgy because it's a Sunday night, but I'm going to give it a go anyway. I can hear the music. Looking good. There you go.
Donald is Sihanoukville's karaoke king, and he wants to be a star.
Karaoke on your own table, can't be bad. Are you the best singer around, do you think?
Yeah, here they like me a lot.
Yeah,
they like me. You know, I just want to do the best thing for every people.
You want to make it to the top?
I want to be a charming boy for Cambodia.
A charming boy for Cambodia. You already are, mate.
Yeah. Oh. My dream is come true.
I know. Good luck. Good luck. I can't sing.
If you cannot sing, you must dance with us together, with my team together. Okay?
Not with your team, mate. Dancing with your team.
Okay,
They're a bit too fun. Come on, girl. Here. Well, I thought I'd get up early in the morning and come down to the port, because just off the coast there's lots of lovely little islands that I want to get to. You can hire out fishing boats, but they take ages. And what it is there's a touristy boat, and a lot of tourists club together and they've hired it out to go to the islands.
The coastline here was a tourist paradise in the 50s. Then, for 30 years, nobody came. In war times, the islands were off limit due to pirate attacks. Now you can explore them again. We're off to Koh Rong with the local chef Claude, who's laying on some crab.
You know, to recognize a female and a male?
Not on a crab, although there have been some nights.
Sometimes female have more meat in than female.
I'm not even going to go there.
Have shrimps also.
Don't show the travellers. Stand back, there's nothing to see.
They call that tigers.
That is absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Are you doing the sauce for the crabs?
Lime, salt and pepper and garlic.
Wow. Oh, and garlic. Lovely. Oh, yeah. Which one was my man? I can't remember now. It was like blue one, long.
The one without legs. Right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So a lot of the stories are nonsense then about like a little bit unfriendly and scary.
Yeah, I didn't hit that at all. It was really surprising to me how wonderful the people were, how sweet after all their hardships.
I did walk off the road though, and we walked up a hill, and there's an anti-aircraft flak gun sitting up on the hill and a guy sleeping there. And that was a bit of a mind blow.
You like to sit down? Love to.
Yeah, yes. Just get in there. But as a woman, generally, how have you found travelling?
So easy to travel in and just pleasant. People are really friendly.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I also expected it to be quite difficult, just what they've been through, that they'd be quite depressed, but no, not at
all. What do you think it is about Cambodia that makes it so good?
The main interest is the history of it. It's been so violent the last 30 years, and it's just astounding going to all the different museums and finding out about Pol Pot and his crew.
And then you've got the old history as well with Angkor and all the temples and ruins up there, which are just fantastic.
You definitely feel here a lot more alien than you do in Thailand, and that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally, because you just feel a lot more special.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a special child.
Am I crying? Am I crying? I'm not being funny, but this job just gets like harder and harder. I have to give it all up, son. What's that?
Before moving on, breakfast and a local speciality.
What this is bat soup. And they do a bit of, I don't know what they put in it, but I know what this is actually bat's blood. And you have it, it's a little special drink that goes with it. Oh yeah, it's not as bad as I thought it would be. Not as bad as you thought bat soup would be, if you know what I mean, when you're eating it. Bat soup, that is. See, the thing is, as I've eaten most of it, I might as well have some of the blood now. A bit of wine. Oh, here goes. That's what you're meant to do with wine, isn't it? Oh. Well, I'm just making a quick detour because I've got a lift here with MAG, which is the Mines Advisory Group, and they help clear the mines in Cambodia, so I'm going to check out what they're up to. Oh, if I've got my head left. Landmines, unexploded bombs and mortar have all been left wherever there was fighting in Cambodia, and you should never stray off the beaten track. I'm visiting a small village that the Mines Advisory Group have been clearing for 8 months. How many unexploded bombs or mines do you think is left in the whole of Cambodia?
Roughly 4 to 6 million mines.
4 to 6 million?
And, yes.
Who are the main culprits for laying the mines or dropping the bombs?
I can say that the Cambodian government, Royal Cambodian government,
yeah.
Khmer Rouge.
And who else?
US government also.
The Americans?
Americans also.
Or in the Vietnam War dropping?
During the, yeah.
I think what I find most amazing about it is that side is like a live minefield in the middle of the village. This side they've cleared half of it up to the red markers, but as you can see there's a house right in the middle of there, so before that was in the middle of the minefield, and there's a guy only a couple of yards from the house that is still clearing it.
Many of the people clearing the mines were victims themselves.
Tell me, if you can describe to me what happened. Were you on patrol, walking?
I was fighting up at the front line and then fell back to headquarters. That's when I stepped on the mine. I remember standing on it and the explosion. I felt a burning sensation. I was bleeding heavily with bits of shrapnel all over my body.
What it is, they've found a mine and they've rigged it up with some explosives and they're going to destroy it right now. Wow. God, they don't mess about.
It's gone. Boom.
Yeah. God.
I'm taking a ride with MAG towards the capital. On the outskirts, they dropped me at one of the killing fields. The Khmer Rouge established 450 of these sites of mass extermination in Cambodia, each of them devoted to the slaughter of their own people.
It's estimated that between 2 to 3 million people died under the Khmer Rouge regime. That works out about a quarter of the population. These are one of the hundreds of killing fields in Cambodia, and here 20,000 people were murdered and buried in these shallow graves.
I met Yuk Chang, who spent 20 years documenting the genocide.
Each week, the Khmer Rouge kill more than 5,000 in each prison in the countries.
Wow.
I saw it with my own eyes.
What them killing?
How they kill?
Where were you?
In Battambang province, Pranet Priat district. There's one day they call the commune meeting. Everyone had to participate. A big crowd like that. Sunday they call a young couple, the blindfold, and they tie them up to the tree like this.
Yeah.
They ask the crowd, this young couple falling in love with each other without permission from the revolution.
They fell in love without permission.
What should we do? And the crowd said, kill, kill, kill. I said that thing too, you know. I said, kill. I said, kill. I recall that there's a young boy. He came out with a bamboo stick and hit the man. And then the blood coming from his nose, his ear, and his eye. And I recall then they unblindfold the lady.
Yeah.
And she didn't even say a word. She looks very pale, and she closed her eye, and then they finish her up.
Why did you all shout, kill, kill, kill? Was it because you was whipped into frenzy, or you thought, fear that you might die if you didn't?
It just come out.
Yeah.
It's, I didn't know that how I felt that time.
Yeah.
It just come out. It's
crazy.
It's just like you are a living dead person.
Yeah.
You have your physical, you can move, but you don't have spirit or soul. But that's what I want to come back, to talk to you, to tell the world how it happened. I don't want this to happen again because it's too, it's beyond human language.
Yeah.
Maybe like you have a nightmare. It's so real, like nightmare came true or something.
The people that lost their lives here were held 10 miles away in a prison called 12 Sleng in the heart of the city.
In 1975, the Khmer Rouge turned this ordinary high school into a detention centre. 100 people a day were murdered here, and now they've kept it exactly how it was and turned it into a torture museum.
Each person held at 12 Sleng had their picture taken. The walls of 2 whole buildings are covered in images like these.
This is one of the cells. This is where they kept a woman and executed her. The way they did it was with shovels, banging her on the bed, and you can see where it's bent, and then see where the shovels hit the bed as well. You still actually see the blood marks on the floor, and apparently it took 2 years to get rid of the smell of rotten flesh.
The Khmer Rouge ran 12 Sleng for 4 years. By 1979, just 7 people had survived.
Whereabouts were you held?
One of them was Van Ath, who survived because he was an artist, ordered to paint the portraits of Pol Pot. 5 years after his release, he was able to paint again and turned his art to depicting the atrocities he had witnessed.
What kind of torture went on here?
Many kinds. For example, they poured water in the prisoner's nose, then poured in cement powder. It didn't take long, about 10 minutes to set. Anyone living near the prison could hear the screaming. They fed us 5 or 6 teaspoons of porridge at 8 a.m., then the same again at 8 p.m. Nothing else, no water. In my room, 2 or 3 people died every day. I didn't think I would survive. It's unbelievable I still have my life.
When the Khmer Rouge took power, the first thing they did was to evacuate the cities. Between 1975 and 1979, Cambodia's capital, Phnom Penh, was completely deserted.
This is definitely the best way to get around town. They're called motos. This is Vissoff, and he's going to show me all around town because he knows it and he speaks English. Everyone has got mobiles in the town. I love it because it costs so much to get a landline. They've all got mobiles. Yeah, Dad, is that you? Yeah. How did the exits get on this week? I can't stay too long. I've been on an hour already. It was the local call.
The Central Market was built by the French and is the 6th biggest dome in the world. Phnom Penh used to be known as the Paris of the East, but now the colonial architecture is home to Cambodian customs and cuisine. I was ready for breakfast. Deep fried bugs were on the menu.
That's for me, yeah? Now that doesn't look too bad, does it? Yeah, just like that, huh? What? Just throw it away? What I love about Cambodia is I don't think the copyright has quite got there. You've got all these like English dictionaries, lots of phrase books, and what they are, they're all photocopied and put together, so they're not proper ones, which is great. Oh no, can you believe that? Lonely Planet to Cambodia for just $2. Actually, yeah, I'll have 40 of these, I think. Yeah, they like to sell them to travellers really cheap. The great thing about this market is you can come, choose yourself a little bit of cloth, get someone to make you a shirt and trousers. And I'm on the Raz tonight, so the only way you're going to get a decent size that is definitely yours is you've got to give them your clothes so they can fit it on that, yeah? Yeah, that's one. It's got to be done there.
Phnom Penh is at the heart of Cambodian culture. With peace and stability, the arts, for a long time abandoned, are now making a comeback.
Time of the Khmer Rouge, traditional culture and arts were completely banned, nearly got wiped out. Now the city's being built up and coming alive again. The arts is flourishing. This is the National School of Dance. You can come and watch practice during the week. Watch being the word, I hoped.
These roads are bad, aren't they? Look at that.
Yeah, dancing road.
Oh, it's called that?
Yeah.
That's what people call it, dancing road?
Dancing road. Cambodian people say
I'm not
dancing
surprised.
road.
Oh, my back. Oh. This is the Seeing Hands Massage Centre. What it is an organisation set up to train disabled Cambodians to inflict pain. Oh, is it $3 for an hour, Mal?
Yes, $3.
$3 for an hour. Oh, that oh. What happened to you, Mal? What happened to your face there?
I had an accident. I drove the motor taxis and I picked up the robber. And the robber threw the acid to me and robbed my motor.
You picked up a robber and he threw acid in your face?
Yes.
What date were you robbed and he threw acid in your face?
On Sunday, 25 April 1993.
93?
Yeah.
Well, how's my body? What condition is it in? What's mean? Most massagers think I'm a bodybuilder.
Yes.
The moaning. Well, if that wasn't relaxing enough, you can go and get a pizza. And here, they do like a special pizza with a secret herb on top. And it's called the Happy Pizza. That's what chills you out a bit.
The most amazing pizza, couldn't get better in Florence. That looks jolly, man.
Honestly, like a beehive.
It's just beehive, they
like
really
a beehive,
do.
literally.
They starting to feel the effects
But
of
as
this,
a whole culture, they're very nice people. Very nice people, Cambodians.
You won't feel the effects for another, just like normal pizza.
At night, the city is not entirely safe. There are a lot of muggings. Get to know your driver, go out with someone you trust. It's like Las Vegas! Alright, yeah, I'm gonna be there! Vissoff took me to his favourite night spot, a restaurant that has Cambodian stand-up comedy every night of the week. Which one's the funny one? The fun one? Both. They're all funny. Yeah. I don't understand a word of what's going on. You kill me, man, every time you get me. Oh, we like that one.
Buộc cho xong thu bơ chỉ cứu bơ đây sla mà lu po trường piên bê ô ca lõ miên cất tì dù mình tranh rụp hiệp nâng mình tranh chmua bài chẳng dòng cầm nam bia ô ra
I'm heading northeast to Senmonorom, the capital of the remote province of Mondulkiri. Poor roads and the chance of being robbed make the plane the best way to get there. The scenery here is unlike any in Cambodia. The climate is cool and the jungle and mountains make for excellent trekking.
Have you seen Long
I'm looking for a man called Long Vabol, the only local guide in the province.
Yeah, I am Long Vabol.
Are you? Am I saying how are you doing? And this is your shop, yeah?
Yes, my shop, yeah.
What are we going to do?
We go to enjoy the wedding.
The what? The wedding?
Wedding, yeah.
Wow, yeah. 5 years ago, there weren't even roads and you couldn't fly here. Now the tourists are sort of flooding in, and that means between 11 and 14 tourists each month.
Vabol has invited me to a hill tribe wedding. These people, the Panon, make up 80% of the population of Mondulkiri. One of the largest villages is called Patang.
This is the groom section here. Yeah. The bride's over there waiting. We're all sort of geeing ourselves up to get over. Here's the groom there.
Yeah.
The lucky man.
Yeah.
I think the elephant, too much rice wine last night, huh?
Yeah, right.
Nice.
We can... Oh.
They're going to the house of the bride to give the gifts?
Yeah.
So we get in there then?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Money.
Well, there go the presents.
Money. They put the rye and everything, and then they ask the spirit to come to enjoy with them.
So that's like praying to the spirit before they get married, yeah?
Yeah.
Wow, this is music, huh? Wow, what fantastic. They're just bowls, aren't they? What is it, rice wine?
Rice wine.
And what pot's this? This is from the groom, this is our one, yeah? And this is from the bride?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Oh, blimey. That's brilliant. Suck it up like a straw. Oh, wow, that's a sweet one, eh?
The wedding takes a whole day, and the main ceremony begins after a couple of hours of drinking.
What do? They plant a tree?
They plant 2 trees, one from the groom and one from the bride, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's sweet, isn't it? Is that the bride and groom there?
No.
What surprise, more wine drinking?
Groom's family provide livestock for sacrifice to the spirits and as a show of wealth.
Axeman. I thought maybe it was going to be like maybe cut the throat and hammer on the head, but... I think here goes another animal. Oh. The dog gets killed?
Yeah, we'll kill too.
Okay. Apparently the dog gets it as well. Well, there's animal lovers. You can switch off right now.
In one ceremony, we kill buffalo, cow, pig, dog, chicken, duck,
dog.
What
about cat?
Cat, no.
The cat doesn't get it. Yeah. This is a tradition. Every time someone gets married, you have to kill 6 animals. There's a lot of meat around, but then again, there is 4 villages all around, and it feeds everyone to celebrate the 2 people coming together. So the bride, she gets the blood of the animal, wipes it on your feet, and then you go through this little arch.
Yeah.
There's your duck, there's your chickens, there's the dog, cow, bush pig. I've been blessed.
Great.
Thank you. You going off on your honeymoon now? Okay. You're getting the tin cans on the back. Okay. Bye. Let's get a drink, shall we? This is it now. We're in the main part and it's drink. There's going to be some music and dancing and a lot of strange actions going on till dawn. I think I'm going to last another 10 minutes, but I'm going to give it a go.
Good night. After flying back to Phnom Penh, the last leg of my journey takes me up the Tonle Sap to Siem Reap and the fabled city of Angkor.
Well, this is the start. 5.5 hours downstream. Most of the Khmer stay underneath to travel, but the travellers go on top, risking dehydration and sunburn. Small price to pay for a bit of a tan, I say.
Tonle Sap is Southeast Asia's largest inland lake. The trip costs $10, and when you finally arrive, there's no way you won't find anywhere to stay.
Whew. Well, it wasn't too bad. Look at this, man, it's like a jungle. I wish I'd booked up earlier now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pretend that I'm Liz Thompson getting on that guest house there, and it should be all paid for. It should be good. No.
Hello, sir.
Right, no.
You need transportation to Siem Reap?
No, I need a rest. I need a large drink.
Why you need to rest? Because here not a guest house that you stay.
No.
So you go with me, I bring you every guest house and hotel.
No.
Why not?
No.
Why not?
Because I'm just resting and I'm going to
all the
slim
guest house
down.
and hotel.
You know all of them?
Yes. So you go.
Come on then, you've got me, I'll go with you.
I can bring you every guest house and hotel.
Okay, everyone.
So I don't care about guest house and hotel.
Is this yours?
So I can bring you, yes, this is my motto.
You just got to get kidnapped at the end of the day.
My motor driver took me to a family he knew that could offer me a bed for the night and a sample of the local food.
Well, we need something to drink. It's the end of the day, before the meal. This guy's a hired hand and he goes round collecting the palm wine, which is right at the top of the tree. I think I'd better go and keep my eye on him. Whatever you do, don't look down, yeah? Oh, jeez. Have you got it? It's okay? Seemed like a good idea at the time, but, oh man, it's high up. Are you coming down? Down. Oh, yeah, hi. This has got to be the best places to stay. You can stay in like homesteads, which is like with a Cambodian family, then you get a real taste of like traditional life. This is our dinner, it's quite simple, a bit of rice, a bit of dried fish there. Is that the palm wine?
No.
Wow, not bad. Yeah, you have some. Oh yeah, this is perfect. I've been looking forward to this all day. Look at this is lovely. Oh, nice and basic. Just how I like it, just like me. Look at this, it's lovely. Sometimes it's even worth getting up really early in the morning. This is one of them. This actually, 1,000 years ago, used to be like a massive bathing pool for the king, and all his entourage used to come down here. Brilliant.
My first sight of the complex of Angkor was the lake of Sra Srang. From there, I visited 3 sites: Tar Prom, the Bayon and Angkor Wat. Days pass cost $20, but the best way to avoid the tourist crowds is to find your way to the side entrance.
In the late 19th century, a French explorer called Henry Mahout set his eyes on this place for the first time. This temple is called Tar Prom, but it gives you an idea what it must have looked like in them days. Come across it. It's mainly held up by trees.
Between the 9th and 13th centuries, Cambodian kings constructed this huge complex of temples and palaces, using their devoted subjects as labour.
Here all day, ain't you?
As it has fallen into disrepair, thieves have looted priceless treasures, and they are still traded on the international art market.
The ancient site of Angkor is a massive 15 miles in length and 7 miles wide. And within that, there's over 100 different temples that were built here. The best way to see it all is to hire yourself a bike.
Angkor means the city, and in its prime, 1 million people lived here, making it the largest city in the world. At its centre is the place of worship.
This is the Bayan Temple, and there are 54 towers just like this, which represent the different ancient Khmer regions. What it is there's 4 faces on each one, and they look north, south, east and west, and it's so the king can keep a good look on his subjects.
I met up with an archaeology student called Soprath.
So what was this place like in its heyday? It must have looked brilliant, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. This place must be very beautiful.
Yeah.
And it was constructed just for the gods. And it is not a place just for the normal or like you and me, something like that.
What, we wouldn't allowed in here?
Yes.
Well, after we built it all, we wouldn't be allowed in here?
Yes.
Wow, this is such a relief. What does this mean?
It's so about the everyday life in the past. You can see sometimes it shows you the catching fish and doing something, cooking, anything like a pig fighting or something like that. It is just like a film of the 12th century.
Yeah,
of 12th century.
And it tells a story.
It tells a story. For example, I can ask you, what is this?
What's that?
Yeah, you can read it by your own.
It looks like a couple of cocks fighting.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. That is a cock. I bet on this one. And what about you?
Your cock's larger than mine. No, I'll have to bet on that one.
For Cambodians, this is still a place of worship and a place to have your fortune told.
So what do I do? This is the fortune teller, yeah?
You just get this one and put into your hair. This stick.
Stick that and stick it in, yeah?
Yes, about that. Do you like wisdom?
Wisdom?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. I don't possess it. I like it a lot.
I was getting closer to setting my eyes on the famous Angkor Wat, but not before a little light refreshment.
That's what I need. A bit of ice cream action after the hot temples. Whoa. This is an ice cream with a difference. It's an ice cream sandwich. Get some nuts on there. Oh, here it is. Ice cream sarnie. Oh. If you use it with stale bread, then the ice cream melts into it, makes it soft.
At last, the 8th wonder of the world.
I'm not complaining or nothing. It's just like I sort of expected it to be just a little bit bigger than this.
Built at the same time as Notre Dame in Paris, Angkor Wat is the biggest religious structure in the world. It was a temple and a tomb for the king of Cambodia in the 12th century.
These steps lead to the top. They're actually built so steep that when you climb them, you've got to look down to your feet and have your head bowed as a sign of humility.
During the war, the Khmer Rouge used Angkor Wat as an ammunition dump. The temple survived and is fast becoming one of the most popular tourist sites in the world.
Has it lived up to your dreams, Angkor?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's no words to describe it really. It's something you get in the bottom of your spine as you walk up the causeway. You just feel it. There's nothing you can really say. It's just like incredible.
Yeah. And how many times have you been there?
To Angkor?
Yeah.
Probably about 20 now.
Seems ridiculous. Now that I've visited all around Cambodia, at the beginning I was actually apprehensive and quite scared to come here. It just seems silly because it just feels so safe, and it's definitely one of the most friendliest countries that I've ever visited. In fact, the whole place is pretty amazing. Ah! I love it here. Someone laugh. Forget that friendly bit, yeah? No, forget it. All right, we'll play like that, are we? Okay.
Thank you.